power button, which would make sense. Okay, don't know if you heard there was a slight tone, a couple of like 4 or 5 tone, and you can see that the light is now just flashing steadily. I haven't put it into pairing mode yet, and I mentioned just before that it actually has 2 buttons for that, and that's a really nice feature as well, the fact it has 2 separate buttons, one for pairing, one for power, because otherwise you have to do quite a large number of combinations with one button in order to pair, to turn on and off, to clear the pairing list, different things like that. So separating those 2 out makes it just a bit simpler to use. And you know, I'm not just sort of saying that just for the sake of it. It is true, because I've tried this thing out and just sort of wanted to see how much easier it was to pair, and it's much simpler to pair than the single button Tron device, and in fact probably the TR007, which is a smaller device, more like the Tron. So let's get the phone on and put my Bluetooth on. I'm going to put it in pairing mode now and see how long it takes. So there's the device. And that's it, that's connected. So I'm not going to go into some YouTube music library stuff that I've got on here, and let's see whether this plays.
On your previous iOS devices. So currently you do have to press all the way down and it registers Touch ID to go in. But what if you wanted to just be able to simply tap, not even press all the way down, just simply put your thumb over Touch ID like you used to with previous iOS versions. And the reason this doesn't happen anymore is because they want you to interact with the widgets and all those different features. But there is a way to change this back. So here's how to do it. You're going to go into Settings, General, Accessibility, and then you're going to scroll down all the way until you see Home button. And you're going to choose Rest Finger to open. And now what you're able to do when you have your phone like this is simply rest your finger and it'll open up right away. You don't have to click at all. Just simply rest your finger and it'll open. And this is the same way it was in iOS 9 and basically previous versions as well. Badge icon down at the message area to show you that you do have a new message. Now you can also go directly into it just by tapping on it, or you can see all of your notifications like I showed you earlier by swiping down. Now let's take a look at the notification center and how we can to be able to see it and reply to it. And this is a good way of being a little bit more secure, and that way you don't leave your phone out and somebody can read your text messages from your lock screen. I guess the alternative to do that as well is to not have it show on the lock screen, but I think this is even better because it shows the name and the fact that they sent a text message, you just can't read what it is. And you can do the same thing for all of the different applications that you happen to have installed on your phone. And then there's also additional government alerts as well, such as Amber Alerts and emergency alerts, which are automatically on, and we recommend you keep them on. The Control Center is a great hub of being able to change specific features.